Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join me here live. Also, for those catching me on the replay, thank you for your time as well. You have just walked into my webinar, Stop the Insanity, 5 admin tasks that are preventing you from making more money in your business. So again, I thank you. You may be here because you're overwhelmed with everything you have to do day to day to keep your business running. If it's not another email, it's a new social media platform and all of its algorithms. If it's you met somebody that you thought was a good business partner, but you don't have time to follow up with them, so now that relationship is not going to grow. It's time wasted trying to create that very simple graphic in Canva, but 2 hours later, you're still trying to create that very simple graphic. Or better yet, you have watched about 10 YouTube videos looking for a solution on the issue that you have when you simply reached out to somebody and it took 30 seconds to fix that problem. If I am talking to you, you are in the right place. If you are already trying to throw stuff at the screen because I'm all up in your kitchen, you are in the right place. You may be here also because you're tired of losing hours. I don't know about you, but I don't have extra time. So if that's you, if you're tired of losing hours of sleep, if you're tired of losing hours with your family, if you're tired of losing hours because you're so focused on dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, again, you're in the right place. I am Janae Taylor, the Relief Trainer. In the Ministry of Excellence, I provide relief to churches and small business owners by providing virtual admin services, as well as training your staff to work in excellence so that you as the leader can focus on the bigger rocks, the bigger tasks that will allow your business or ministry to grow. See, I have a passion for leaders to be able to have that time to hear from God, because our business and our ministry came from Him. So there's no reason why we should be out here in these streets trying to grow it without listening to Him first. But we can't do that as leaders if we're busy working on those smaller tasks that can be taken care of by somebody else. If you are a leader and you don't have a team or somebody that you trust to delegate tasks, and I like to refer to people's businesses as their baby, because I mean, I'm not a parent, but I know babies take a lot of your time. Businesses, running your own business, takes a lot of your time. And when you've been that intimate with it, you almost you don't trust many people with it, right? So that's why I say your baby. So if you don't have somebody that you trust, that you can delegate these tasks with, so that your vision that God gave you can be carried out in your ministry or your business, that's hurting you as well. You are losing a lot of time and a lot of focus because of that. So I'm here because I'm very passionate about leaders having that time to focus on God and what He's trying to tell you for your business and ministry so it can grow. As a business owner, when you don't have time to hear from God, a lot of things can happen. You can lose your focus. You can lose the love that you have for what you were doing. You can become stagnant. And all of these things will happen when you don't have that time to sit quiet and hear from God on what He wants you to do in that business or ministry. You become frustrated because things are not working out the way that you think that they should. And that's because, again, you're busy doing all of the things when there's only a couple of things as the leader that you should be focused on. For the past 20 years, I have been in the IT industry as a programmer, a project manager, and a senior system analyst. I have had to learn how to, I've been trained to learn how to pick up new softwares really quickly. I've also been able to train peers on processes. I've also been able to hold productive meetings. That is a thing. Productive meetings are a thing. So in my 20 years, I learned a whole lot in the IT industry. For the past 10 years, I have been my church, Christ Chapel of Unadilla in Georgia. I have been a church administrator there. And in that role, I've been able to learn how to pull people's strengths out so that they're more effective in their roles. I've also been able to hone in on document creation, email management, calendar management, and even event planning, because churches have a lot of things going on. So event planning, I have learned how to do all of that as well. And on top of a lot of other administrative tasks. Because of what I call my King David journey, God has already equipped me to provide relief to leaders such as yourself. For the past 2 years in my business at Ministry of Excellence, I've been blessed to give relief to my clients, some of who are doctors, physical therapists, life coaches, business coaches, and so forth. Because I've been able to provide that relief that they've been yearning for, they have been able to carry out tasks or dreams that they never thought they would have time to do. And it is such a blessing to see stuff like that happen. So in this webinar, I'm going to tell you 5 admin tasks that I've seen from my clients that prevents you from making more money. I'm really big on having quick yet productive meetings, and I get very excited when I get passionate about what I'm talking about. So I'm going to try to slow down. I'm not going to promise you anything. I'm going to try to slow down, and we're going to go over these 5 things. So make sure you got a pen and paper to write on so that we can cover this. Question for you before we start. Can we all agree that everyone was put on this earth with their own special gift or talent? Yes, of course they were. So if you agree with me, if we're in one accord and everybody has their own special gift or talent, why are you wasting your precious time working on something that you don't have the talent for? And I'm gonna let that sit there. Again, if we just said that everybody has their own special gift or talent, not everybody can do everything. If something is not your special gift or talent, why are you wasting time trying to learn it and do it at the same time? DIY projects do not belong in business. They do not. DIY projects are something that you go into to get away from chaos, not create the chaos, okay? So DIY projects do not belong in your business. DIY projects do not belong in building your ministry. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but it does not. There's an old saying that says, time is money, and it is so true. If you're wasting your time on these DIY projects or these other tasks that you don't have the skills for, you are missing out on opportunities that will allow you to grow your business, to grow your ministry. So today we're going to stop the insanity. And if you don't know what the definition of insanity is, don't worry, because I'm about to tell you. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different results. No more. We are not going to keep doing that. It stops today. I'm going to cover 5 things, and this is where I need you to take those notes at, so that after this webinar, you will no longer move forward doing these administrative tasks that are preventing you from making money. Okay, here we go. So number 1, stop doing your own graphics. Number 1 again, stop doing your own graphics. If you do not have the skill to put a 5-star graphic together in a couple of minutes, that is not your job. I need you to find somebody that can do that. Everybody cannot create graphics, okay? So first impressions are still a thing. And in this internet-based world, that's all they have to go off of first. So if you want to come off professional, but you can't create the graphics that match the professionalism level that your business is at, why are you wasting your time working in Canva, working in Photoshop, or whatever it is? Stop making your own graphics. Stop doing them, stop doing them, stop doing them. So that was number 1, stop doing your own graphics. Number 2, stop doing your own social media marketing. Just had a conversation with one of my team members. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Social media in itself is a beast. It is a beast. Even the best of them still struggle a little bit. So if you're like a normal person that just likes to surf on Facebook, Instagram, or what have you, why do you think you can take the knowledge that you have and turn that into you're going to be the social media marketer of your business? No, it does not work that way. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's YouTube, there's Twitter, and so much more. And they all come with their own rules, their own quirks, and their own algorithms, which seem to change, not daily, but different hours of the day. It's always changing, it's always changing. So to be able to focus, to keep up with that, that takes a lot of time. And you say, Janae, how much time? Well, I'm going to tell you because I did some research. So from the research I did, the average amount of time for social media platforms to work in your favor: Instagram, 6 to 18 months. Facebook, 12 to 24 months. Twitter, 4 to 16 months. YouTube, 6 months to 2 years. LinkedIn, 8 months to 16 months. Okay, that's how long the research states that it's going to take your business to work on those various social media platforms. Do you have that much time to spend all of your time focused on that rather than spending your time on making your business grow? I don't think so. So how much more time are you willing to waste is what I'm trying to get at, okay? So number one was stop doing your own graphics. Number two, stop doing your own social media marketing. Number three, stop doing everything by yourself. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, okay? And because I like a little research, this time I'm bringing the big guns on you. We're going to the word, okay? So you can't say Janae said, nope, God said this. So in 1 Corinthians 12:7, a spiritual gift is given to each of us so we can help each other. Keywords, help each other. 1 Corinthians 12:12. The human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Christ. So tell me, why do you keep trying to do everything by yourself? Even the word of God says that we were not created to do such a thing. Stop trying to handle all the things everywhere. No, you need help, okay? You need help. Take that unnecessary pressure off of yourself. Okay, so number one, stop doing your own graphics. Number two, stop doing your own social media marketing. Number three, stop trying to do everything by yourself. Number four, stop clenching your fists. See my fist? Stop it. Stop it. Invest in yourself and in your business. I was going to say this question for later because it kind of like sums up this part. But if you won't invest in yourself, why would you think somebody would invest in you? Okay, say it again. If you won't spend the money and invest in yourself, why would you expect somebody else to spend their money to invest in you? No. So we're going to stop clenching our fists. Investing in yourself will boost your confidence in your own abilities and have a positive impact on your self-esteem, as well as equipping you with more knowledge and more skills, because I'm going to be very frank about it. What you start with on day one when you're building your ministry or business, it is not going to carry you into the next year. You have got to grow. You have got to keep up with the times. So you have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself also helps you build relationships. Whoever God leads you to coach with, to mentor with, whatever class you need to take, you're going to end up building a network because they're going to be like-minded people with you there. So you have to invest in yourself to get yourself out of your comfort zone to meet other people like you, to help build you up, and you guys will in turn build each other up. So you want to invest in yourself. We should always be learning to be the best in our fields. We should always be learning to be the subject matter expert in what it is God has called us to do. We cannot do that if we do not spend the time, if we do not spend the money trying to increase our knowledge in those areas. So go purchase the training, go purchase that book, go take that class, do whatever it is that you have to do to invest yourself. Because again, like I said at the beginning, nobody is going to invest in you if you can't even believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself. Okay. So number one, here we go. Number one, stop doing your own graphics. Number two, stop doing your own social media marketing. Number three, stop doing everything by yourself. Number four, stop clenching your fists. And number five, stop trying to build Rome in one day. Stop trying to build Rome in one day. And I was even talking to myself about that. Sometimes I can get a little impatient, but Rome was not built in one day. I looked that up too. It's an old saying that meant that you cannot expect to build important things in a short amount of time. It takes time and effort for those big things to grow. You have to be patient with the process. You have to be. It is not going to happen overnight. Spiritually, it's not going to happen overnight because you're going to think that you did it and God didn't do it. But I am too afraid of him to even try to take that away from him. So guess what? Be patient. It wasn't built in one day. It's going to take days. It's going to take those long nights. It's going to take months. So stop putting that unnecessary pressure on yourself trying to get it done. And where we fall short is that we look at everybody else around us. Social media is really bad about that. You're seeing everybody else do whatever mission, whatever vision God gave you for your business or ministry, and you need to do it in your own time. Take off the unnecessary pressure. A lot of this is unnecessary pressure, and this is why you are being prevented from making more money. So that's all of the five. So I'm gonna cover them one more time. Number one, stop doing your own graphics. Number two, stop doing your own social media marketing. Number three, stop doing everything all by yourself. Number four, stop clenching your fists. And number five, Rome was not built in one day. Stop trying to do it all in one day. Now that we've gone through all these things and that feeling of overwhelm and frustration and tired, that should be leaving you, because I've told you it's not a magical thing or whatever, but it's just stop. Just stop. I've told you this, you know what to look for. As soon as you feel yourself doing it, stop. You should now be at a place where you are ready to gain control over your business and your ministry again, okay? I've seen my clients go from stress and frustration to just pure relief. They call me and say, Jeanette, I need you to handle this. I got you. I didn't know, but my clients tell me when they hear me say that, it's done. They know I got it. And I didn't know that. It's just what I say. So I've seen one client this week alone, she was able to successfully launch a women's business meetup in person that she never thought she would ever be able to do. She was bullied coming up, and she never thought that God would use her in that position. And this week she was able to do that. She called me crying, and that is like the best feeling ever, is when I'm able to carry out what God gave me in order to help leaders. I have another client that she ran her business by herself for over 15 years. She got COVID, and it basically laid her out. She could not do anything. She couldn't do nothing. When I tell you all she could do was lay, that is all she was able to do. And she was doing all the things by herself. When I came in, I'm here. What do you need me to do? Let me help you. When she let me take care of her baby for her, she was able to get back to herself and get over COVID. And she was actually in a process of putting together a multi-city speaking tour. And when she got better, we were able to walk into that first site, that first city, and she was able to walk in what God called her to do, and I walked in what God called me to do, and she didn't have to do anything but what God called her to do. She ran her speaking event. She was in her flow, and I was in my flow supporting her, so she wouldn't have to worry about it. She said that was the first time she ever trusted anybody to take care of her baby, and she didn't know what to expect. And she was like, that was a feeling she's never had before. She's never had to go into her own event and just do what she was supposed to do. She was usually trying to handle everything, but she didn't have to. It's that kind of relief that my team and I provide. So with that being said, my mid-level relief package is a monthly subscription that is for businesses and church ministries, where my team and I will help you focus on 3 main tasks that you've been pushing over to the side and continuously pushing over to the side that you never get that extra time to work on. We come into your business, and you can rest assured that when you delegate it to us, we will take care of it. So those 3 tasks can be document management creation, email, calendar, or social media marketing. It can also be website updates. Most of the services that I offer are covered under this mid-level package. And we can always sit down and discuss what it is. It is a month-to-month subscription, but because business is ever changing, you are not held to those 3 things when you sign up. At the top of the month, we will go back over everything to say, okay, what is priority now? Because priorities change. So month-to-month subscription is paid every 2 weeks and by a PayPal subscription. And again, you get 3 main areas that we will focus on for the month. You will get myself and my team for $1,200 a month, and we will knock everything out for you. You will not know what hit you. You will be like, oh, that's done. Oh, okay. And that's what I like to see. That's what then that means you have time. I'm going to tell you, leave us alone. We got this. You go build your business, go build your ministry. And then at the top of the next month, I say, okay, what is it that's priority for your business this month? What can we take off of your hands for this month? And we'll keep rolling like that. I've had many clients that come through again through that subscription, and it has totally freed them up, So if you are ready for this type of relief, if you are tired of doing all the things that we've already discussed, and you're ready to delegate that off to somebody that you can trust to carry out your vision, then I need you to get on my calendar. The link is in the chat. And what I'm going to do for all of you that are here live or watching the replay, for your attendance to this webinar, I'm going to give you a special offer that if you talk with me and book your subscription by January 26th, which is next Thursday, I will give you an extra focus area. Again, mid-level is usually 3 focus areas, but for attending this webinar, and if you sign up with me by next Thursday, January 26th, I believe it is, you will get 4 areas of focus for the first month, and then the second month we'll go back to the 3 areas. So if this is something that you have been wanting, that you have been needing, so that you can breathe more and take 2023 by storm, I need you to get on my calendar so that we can talk, we can build out your strategy plan, and we can move forward from there. Again, I thank you for your time, for coming to hear the 5 administrative tasks that's preventing you from making more money. Whether you were here live or whether you were here on a replay, I thank you so much. Much blessings and favor upon your business and your ministry in 2023. If you ever need any help, questions, please hit me up on Facebook at Excellence 20 or Ministry of Excellence. And you can also find us on Instagram and LinkedIn as well, and YouTube, because I have an awesome team. So they have me all out in these internet streets. Again, I'm Janae Taylor, the Relief Trainer, and I bless you, and you have a great day. Talk soon.